Good day! Before I start creating my content this morning, I just want to inform everybody that this channel is meant for educational purposes only because it is not easy to teach the Filipino students in this time of pandemic. Thus, as a teacher, I think this is one way to fill the gap of delivering quality education to every Filipino students. Now, if you are ready to learn and you want your classroom to be flipped, just click to this channel and subscribe. Good day, STEM students! This day we are going to derive the formula of the circle with the center at the origin and at HK. When we say origin, the center of the circle is at 0, 0. That is because the intersection of the X and Y axis. And when we say the center is at HK, the center is not at the origin or any point in the Cartesian plane but not at the origin. So this time we are going to derive the standard equation of the circle with the center at the origin first before going to another. So we have here a circle and the center is at the origin or at 0, 0. And we have points on the circle. The line comprising the circle are points or composed of all points. But I have here a specific point represented by point P, or one point only represented by point P with ordered pair X and Y. Why X? Because it is in the X axis and Y in the Y axis. Pwede rin naman dito, 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 and so on and so forth. So we will use that. Now, we are going to connect point P to the origin, that line, and we will get one part of the circle which is called the radius, or denote that as R. At itong radius na ito, siya yung equal distance in all or to any point on the circle starting from the center. So siya yung tinatawag nating equal or common or constant distance. Now, to get for the standard equation of the circle, we should apply the so-called distance formula. So if you know, kung alam nyo ang formula ng distance formula, we have here D equals the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay, so as you take a look with this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Question, where are we going to get these 4 points? Because we are going to substitute here. So ang gagawin mo, you get the ordered pair for the center and the ordered pair for the point on the circle. Let's say this center is letter C. You just get the ordered pair. So we have 2 points there, C and letter P. For C, we have 0, 0. And for letter P, we have X, Y. Right? Next here, you have to name the points X sub 2, X sub 1, Y sub 2, Y sub 1. You can choose this one or this one. You can put here X sub 2 or X sub 2 here. It's up to you. Hindi magbabago ang sagot natin. Let's say this is X sub 1, Y sub 1. This is X sub 2, Y sub 2. After naming all the points, it's now your time to substitute in the given distance formula. Alright. By the way, sir, in the given illustration, we do not have letter D. We do not have distance. Okay po. Itong radius po kasi, kinukuha natin yung distance from point P to point C, or we could also denote this radius as letter D. Pwede rin siya nating pangalanan as letter D. Or pwede rin nating palitan itong letter D na ito ng letter R because that is the radius. So, pwede natin siyang palitan. R equals the square root of squared plus squared. First, what is the ordered pair for, or what is our x sub 2? As you can see, point C and point P, meron tayong x sub 2 dapat dyan. Our x sub 2 is letter X, right? This one. And our x sub 1 is 0. And that is minus. Next, y sub 2 is y. And our y sub 1, we have here 0, of course that's minus. Let us simplify the inside formula. R is equal to x minus 0 is x, and x squared is x squared. Y minus 0 is y squared is y squared. Now, to finalize our answer, you can use this. We can denote this as equation 1 for the formula to get the radius. I'm so sorry, it got erased. We can use this formula to find the radius, but to make it more simple, to remove the radical symbol, what are we going to do is to square both sides. So we will just squaring both sides to cancel the square root symbol. Right? We have here r squared equals x squared plus y squared, and this is now our equation number 2. So we have now our two formulas. For this, for the radius, and this is for the formal formula of the circle, or you can rewrite that as x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Okay, let's take a look. Or itaas ko na lang tong camera para makita niyo. Yan po yan. Alright, so this time let's proceed with the derivation of the formula for the standard equation of the circle if the center is at HK. Again, when we say HK, it is at any point. So we have here an illustration of a circle with the center at HK. Let us name first the center. Let us see, this is letter C. Our C is HK and our P is XY. Same process again, of course, mag-review ulit tayo. Distance formula. Our distance formula is D equal to square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay, next, we just list down the two given points. We have C, H, K, and we have P, X, Y. And what are we going to do now is to name where is x sub 2, y sub 2, x sub 1, and y sub 1. Same here. This is x sub 2, y sub 2, x sub 1, y sub 1. Alright. Let us derive. We have D, or we can change this as we have R equals, because D is slash R, or the radius of the circle. This is the radius or the distance. R equals the square root of x minus, this is x sub 1h squared plus y minus k squared. Then, okay, very easy. This is now our equation 1. Then, of course, meron pa tayong isa. That will be R is equal to the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. To remove the square root or the radical symbol, you just square both sides. Cancel, cancel. I will get r is equal to, let us arrange na. We get x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This is now our equation number 2. Okay. Alright, let's go to these examples. Find the standard equation of the circle with the following given. Number 1, the center at the origin and the radius at 3. Number 2, center at -1 and 2, radius at the square root of 7. Question here is, find the standard equation. So this is how we do this. Alright, so let's just put that this way. For number 1, the center at the origin, we have, if the center at the origin, we only have two options kasi it's either x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Otherwise, if the center is not at the origin, we can have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So for number 1, the center is at the origin. This is at the origin. And for the other one, this is at HK. Okay, it's either you use this or you use this formula. You have to choose the very best. Okay, so that would be, take a look na lang. So that would be, ito siya, yung number 1, kasi at the origin siya. So that would be x squared plus y squared equals squared. So anong lalagay natin sa r? Yun 3. So let's finalize. The answer is x squared plus y squared equals 9. Ito po yung ating sagot sa number 1. For number 2 naman, so makikita nyo hindi na po origin yung ating center. So ito po ang ating gagamitin. So we will use x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Alright? Let me try to okay, so let's go. That would be x squared plus y squared is equal to blank squared. So you have to think carefully about this. Minus, this is also minus. So you have to think carefully. What is the value of h? In the given, we have HK, right? So therefore, this center is at HK here. So the value of H is -1 and the value of K is +2. Rewrite mo lang natin dito. Ang H daw ay -1, so that will be -1. And our K is +2. That is +2. And our radius is square root of 7. Then let us solve. X, negative times negative, that would be positive. So that is positive 1 squared plus, for this one, y minus 2 squared equals 7. So this is the answer for number 2 and this is the answer for number 1. Let's go to problem number 3. We have more. For number 3, the problem here is find the center and the radius of the circle given by. Ang hanapin daw natin ngayon ay center at saka yung radius ng circle. Okay? Balikan natin yung formula. Andito po siya. Center 0, 0, center at HK. X squared plus Y squared equals 4. Alam natin kapag ganito yung forma, the center is at 0, 0. So tama po yan. Kapag ganyan kasi ang forma, the center is at 0, 0, at ang ating radius ay, what do you think? 4 or the square root of 4? The correct one is the square root of 4. Kasi ito ay represented siya ng r squared. So to get for r, you just take the square root of both numbers. Right? So r here is equal to 2. Very easy. For number 4 naman, yan, i-adjust natin. For number 4, we have x plus 3 squared plus y squared is equal to 17. So, ano kaya ito? Iisipin nyo, ano kayang standard equation ito? Yung una kaya or pangalawa? Kung titingnan mo, itong una, HK. Itong pangalawa, origin. Ibig po sabihin, pinag-combine ko dito yung formula ng una at yung pangalawa. Pwede kasi 0 yung isa, tapos yung isa naman may value. For example, the center is at 0, 3, 3, 0, negative 4, 0, negative 1, 0, 0, negative 3, and so on and so forth. Pwede pong ganon. So ngayon, for the center, we have our x here. Supposedly, that is positive 3. Baka ang ilagay niya dito, positive 3. Mali po tayo. Kasi, take note, yung ating formula ay x minus h. So, babalik ta rin mo lang ito. Itong positive 3 magiging negative 3. Diyan po. Yan po ang shortcut. Kung anong nakasulat dito, babalik ta rin mo lang dito sa center. Ganoon lang din naman ang gagawin mo. Kapag center ang given, let's say dito sa letter C natin kanina, ito, kung negative 1 ang given dito, kapag ipupunta mo na sa equation, magiging positive 1. Dito siya, oh. Kung negative 1 yon, pag ipupunta mo na doon sa ating equation, magiging positive 1. Same is true with this. Kung negative 3 ito, ay hindi pala, dito po siya. Kung positive 3 ito, maging negative 3 siya doon. Alright. Tapos ito, alam niyo naman na 0 kapag ganyan na forma. Okay? And our radius is square root of 17. Pwede nyo pong gawin, pwede nyo pong kunin yung square root ng 17, that is r is approximately 4 point something. Kayo na pong bahala dyan. Alright. For number 5, alright, let's go to number 5. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 25. The center is at, balik ta rin lang po, sabi ko sa inyo, maging positive 3 yan. Ito naman, magiging negative 2. Shortcut lang yan. R is equal to 5 because the square root of 25 is positive 5. Alright, so we are done now with our examples and pakibasa po ng maigi yung nasa e-learning natin kasi may mga explanation po doon. Video explanation po sa lesson na iyon. So, thank you so much for listening. If you have a question, you just chat me. Please don't forget to subscribe.